Welcome back, students. This is the fifth part of chapter 6, Asia Physiography. Now we will start with the island groups. So the east and the southeast part of Asia has several island chains, and now we need to know what is an archipelago. So a group of islands is known as an archipelago. So now we'll study about firstly the Malay archipelago. So it is the largest group of islands in the world. So the Malay archipelago is the largest group of islands in the world. It consists of more than 17,000 islands of Indonesia and approximately 7,000 islands of the Philippines. The archipelago extends along the equator for more than 6,100 km and extends for 3,500 km from north to south, and it is situated where? Between the Pacific and the Indian Ocean, and it includes the islands of Borneo, Sumatra, Java, Sulawesi, Bali and Timor. So next is the Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Seas, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal belong to India. Then is the Kuril Islands. So Kuril Islands form an archipelago of more than 30 mountainous islands situated in a curving line that runs now north from Hokkaido, Japan to Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia, and it encloses the Sea of what? Sea of Okhotsk, and occupies an area of 15,600 square kilometers. Next is the Japanese archipelago. So the Japanese archipelago of Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku and Kyushu form the country of Japan and extends roughly from northeast to southwest along the Pacific Ocean. So these were the island groups. Next is the desert lands. Significant portion of Asia are covered by deserts. So significant portion of Asia, it is covered by deserts that are very hot and arid like the Arabian Desert, or cold like the intercontinental deserts of Central Asia. So the first desert that we are going to study is Arabian Desert. The Arabian Desert is a vast desert of wilderness stretching from Yemen to the Persian Gulf and from Oman to Jordan and Iraq, and it is the largest desert in Asia. So Arabian Desert, it is the largest desert in Asia at 2.33 million square kilometers and occupies most of the Arabian Peninsula. And this desert, where is it located? It is located in the Middle East. Next is Gobi Desert. The Gobi Desert is the second largest desert in Asia, which is covering 1.295 million square kilometers, and it extends from northern China into Mongolia. The Gobi Desert, it receives an average of 7 inches of rainfall. So what is the rainfall here? It receives an average of 7 inches of rainfall each year, because what is the reason behind? Because the Himalayan mountains block rain clouds from reaching this region. So why is this region only receiving 7 inches of average rainfall each year? Because the Himalayan mountains, they block the rain clouds from reaching this region. Next is the Taklamakan Desert. Taklamakan Desert is China's largest desert. So in China, which is the largest desert, it is the Taklamakan Desert, extending over 337,000 square kilometers, and it is composed primarily of shifting crescent sand dunes. The Taklamakan is one of the largest sandy deserts in the world. So it is composed primarily of shifting crescent sand dunes. What are sand dunes? So a sand dune is a mount, hill or ridge of sand that lies behind the part of the beach affected by tides. Okay. And Taklamakan is one of the largest sandy deserts in the world. Next is the Thar Desert, covering 2 lakh square kilometers in India and Pakistan. The Thar Desert is Asia's only subtropical desert, and primarily occupying the Indian state of Rajasthan. The Thar Desert receives up to 20 inches of rain per year. So Thar Desert receives 20 inches of rain per year, primarily during the monsoon period from July to September. So Thar Desert, it receives 20 inches of rainfall during the monsoon period from the months of July to September, and most crops are grown during this rainy season. Next we are going to talk about the magnificent water bodies. So some of the most magnificent water bodies can be found in Asia, and they are given below. Number 1 is Caspian Sea. So the Caspian Sea, located in Western Asia on the eastern edges of Europe, is the largest lake on the planet. So Caspian Sea is the largest lake on the planet. Oil and natural gas production platforms are constructed almost all along the edges of the sea. Although fresh water flows into the sea via the Volga River and Ural River in the north, the sea remains salty. Okay, and the measured surface area is 3,71,000 square kilometers. So oil and natural gas production is done here along the edges of the sea, and the sea remains salty although fresh water flows into the sea via 2 rivers, Volga River and Ural River in the north. Next is Lake Baikal. So Lake Baikal is located in the southeastern Russia, directly to the north of Mongolia. It is not only recognized as the oldest freshwater lake on the planet, but also as the deepest continental body of water at 5,315 feet. Lake Baikal is about 626 km in length. So Lake Baikal, it is recognized as the oldest freshwater lake on the planet. Okay, and even the deepest continental body of water. Last is the Aral Sea. The Aral Sea is located in the countries of Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, just to the east of the Caspian Sea. Unfortunately, the Aral Sea is disappearing and presently can be found almost totally polluted by fertilizer runoff and weapon testing residue that were left by the former Soviet Union, as well as by careless industrial projects. So Aral Sea is located in which countries? Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, just to the east of Caspian Sea, and this Aral Sea is disappearing, unfortunately. Okay, and presently it can be found almost totally polluted, and polluted by what? By fertilizer runoff and weapon testing residue that were left by former Soviet Union, and even by the careless attitude of the industrial projects.